Where you born and raised from?
Cambridge, Maryland.
How old are you?
32.
You graduated in Cambridge?
Nah, hell no.
So what kind of kid was you when you growing up? You had parents, siblings?
Yeah, I had parents around, I had siblings around, but not in the same household type shit.
So as a kid, how was your life growing up?
As a kid, this shit was smooth for real. Just once I got older, that's when shit started to get.
So when can you say when you jumped off that porch?
Jumped out the porch like 11.
11. That's crazy. What type of things was you getting in then around that time?
Shit, it was all type of shit. You see the news.
Are you just living an average kid from Cambridge? Okay. So at that age, what did culture really mean to you?
At that age, I never knew what culture mean because I never knew like every household was different. I never knew like parents was on drugs and kids didn't have clean clothes and food to eat. I didn't know that shit in every household. Like how you in homeroom and wonder why kids stink every day. It's people's ain't got no money washing no clothes and shit for real. But you didn't know that as a kid for real. You know what I'm saying? You never been to everybody's household and never really was told about certain shit until you stepped out and then you start to see shit yourself and then that's when
So
you
when did
find
you
out.
find out that there was more problems in the household when you was growing up?
When I found out it was problems in like my household or like in the
Outside, like everybody in our household, like what did you find out that everybody had a problem? Because you was like you said that kids didn't have money to wash their clothes. When did you actually find out that that it was something going on, that it was a lot of problems going on in your neighborhood?
all right, when I started like really seeing like what was going on, it was as far as like, all right, boom, you in school, you might get in trouble. You see a woman in the office, it's somebody's mom. When you get out in the street, she up on the corner buying some shit. You feel me? With the kid with him, like
That's crazy.
Like this is shit you seen as a kid. Like, damn, I didn't know his mom was on that, and I didn't know that's why his household was like that, and he going through what he going through. You feel me? Then you might got people that's in your family. They be stealing
So
shit, taking
with
shit.
all that going on and stuff, is this the reason why you created with crack rock culture? Or are you the creator of crack rock culture?
Yeah, I'm the creator of crack rock culture, but really made me. Yeah, that was part of what made me create it. As far as like seeing how it affected businesses, households, and individuals and families, and seeing how they had to go through what they go through. You know what I'm saying?
So, with all that, when did you establish the idea of of having like crack rock culture in your mind before it even like was like a thing to you?
For real, for real. Keep it G. I made crack rock culture on accident. It was ready to be crack rock. Like one of them was crack rock. What the hell was it? Thing I can't think of right now. But before culture, it would have been a lot of other shit that represents households. But when I got to thinking, like culture is more something you born into, and you ain't got no control of it, and you feel me. So a lot of people was born with drugs in their system. A lot of people had to go through things that you didn't have to go through in your household because they wasn't affected by crack cocaine and other drugs. You know what I'm saying?
So you would say that the idea came from the addiction that was going on in your neighborhood, or was it more of the effect on the people that was around you, and they experienced something in their life?
Yeah, it was more. It was both.
Both.
But it was more of like friends. Like, all right, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Like one nigga we used to go to his house all the time, but before we go in his crib, he'd tell everybody, "Hold on," we had to wait back. He had to go in there and see what's going on. He might got to open the door and fan it for like 10 minutes until we can go in. But we like, what the fuck going? Fuck wrong with him? What he slow or something? So after a while, like we got older, we come find out everybody in this house smoking crack. It's a whole crack
Made you
house.
feel like crack rock culture had a chance to really win in this dynamic duel of everything going on? What made you stick with the crack rock culture?
what made me, I'm gonna say, what I want to say is from the very beginning. As soon as I made it, I knew it was a go. I just needed to get it out there to everybody so everybody could see. But like, as soon as I cooked it on act, it was a perfect accident because it was ready to be crack rock. So, you feel me? And then I just thought about it for a second, and then I went with culture because that's more of what it really is.
What's the impact that you want to give to your community when you wear your clothing line?
I want to put a positive impact on them and let them know that it's just a clothing brand for real. We don't do nothing negative. Everything is positive. We done did plenty of things for the community as far as trick or treat giveaways and book bags and events for them, and we done did gave away clothes and shoes, and it's many different things that we done did for the community. We just trying to put a let them know that you can just create different things based off of your own skill and your own talent and your own gift that God gave you. You know what I'm saying?
What does crack rock culture mean in the world around you as people looking in and out?
Culture represents individuals, businesses, households that been affected by crack rock, cocaine, and other drugs and alcohol, and people see it and just automatically think it means something bad. But off the top, you gotta really think about how far crack rock go back to the 70s, to the 80s, to the 90s, all the way up to now. Like,
Would you say
it's
that the culture is dying?
the culture.
Not the culture, but the addiction.
The addiction ain't gonna never die as long as the drug is here. People
Okay.
need the help and the push and the influence, and that can help them get to their potential. And
So is a clothing line selling drugs?
no, clothing line is not selling drugs. Clothing line is just pushing positive impacts on the community and influences around the world.
All right. So if crack rock culture was called crack rock couture, would it give a different spin to things?
Crack rock couture would crack rock couture would make people buy it without a question. Crack rock culture makes you buy it, and then once you buy it, it'll make you want to know more about the meaning, and then you'll get the story, and then you'll understand that you and your family is also a part of crack rock culture.
With everything going on in the universe, what makes someone wear crack rock culture to you? As in, if everything going on, Nike, Adidas, everything going on in the world, what make someone want to wear crack rock culture? What will make someone want to wear crack rock culture? Be enthused to wear it.
The colors and the name and the way it stand out and it's different than other brands, and it's it's bumping shoulders definitely with all the foreign and all the designer and all that,
So
you know.
crack rock culture is in the store as well, right?
Yeah, crack rock culture in Westminster Mall up Maryland. Yeah, Westminster, Maryland, in the mall.
Okay, that's a stand up. Okay, so how old are you?
32.
32. You did a lot for 32, my boy. I'm stand up. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of 32-year olds ain't doing nothing around here. And what would you say to them if for them trying to get somewhere and be in your place?
I mean, just what I would tell them is don't try to be in my place, be in your own place. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Everybody got their own lane. Everybody got their own things that they made to do in life. This was just one of them. On accident, I wasn't trying to like, as a little kid, like, okay, I'm gonna get into fashion design and making clothes. I didn't tell myself that. You know what I'm saying? It was other things that had my eye and attention. So what I would just let them know is just focused on what your heart in and what you can create and your gift and your talent, and just keep cooking and pushing, and
So you put a
it'll be,
lot in this.
yeah, I put a lot in this.
You say,
A
would you
lot.
say you put your
I
all?
built it from ground up.
Would you say you put your all?
I would say I got a lot more to put into it. Ain't no such thing as all, because every day is a new day, and then you can just add more every day. So it ain't no, if I'm all in today, what about tomorrow?
Okay.
Gotta be all in tomorrow too. So you know what I'm saying? Just keep cooking.
Is crack rock culture sort of a feeling in life? Is it a feeling like you had to feel, you had to be there to feel this to understand?
I mean, you don't actually have to be there to understand it if you understand what been going on since the 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up to now. As far as they made a whole the news station. You can look this up. The whole news station, like they went out on some of the main streets where crack was sold around the world, and it's called 48 Hours on Crack Street. They went out there and actually ask people what makes them get high, and like they did a whole interview on a whole neighborhood of people who smoke and under the influence. They ain't come out there with no help, or you know what I'm saying, nothing like that.
So they
So
wasn't there to give back. They was there to put a stain on something that was already hurting.
yeah.
All right. So now I want to get into some serious stuff. Now there was a viral picture on the internet, on Crime Spree or whatever, where somebody was wearing a crack rock hoodie and he got locked up, and there was a lot of comments backlashing crack rock hoodie, talking about look what he wearing, this is that and this and this. What how do you feel, and what's your say upon that?
You can't control nothing nobody do once they buy your brand. So I just want to let them know that this is just a brand. Like we don't do nothing negative. Everything is positive.
So what's your brand? Would you say that more people from not a lower class but a style of class buy your clothing more than upper higher people that really scared to really wear it because of what it says but don't know the meaning? what what can you say to people to end this that really doesn't know, and to move on with your brand and make your brand a better situation for everybody, and not to give off a negative impact?
Yeah, crack rock culture was made for lower class and higher class, but mainly affordable for the lower class because you got to understand that everybody can't go out there and get $200, $300, $400 shirts and $1,800. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't spend that, so I try to make something and cook something up that was affordable and still able to fit in with the same styles that's
Here with the journey of the crack rock
people
culture,
wearing today.
and we are with Tev, CRC, crack rock culture, and I want to thank him for coming on my platform and giving
Yeah, no
everybody an
problem,
open
man.
eye of what's going on, and shoot out all the negativity to know that this is a brand that's trying to build and is on the
And the
high
positive.
rising. Like I say, Tev is in stores. What store you in, bro?
Westminster Mall up, Westminster, Maryland.
I'm gonna make sure I tag Tev page, Facebook page, and we're gonna put the link so you can get the how many percent if you go online?
10.
10% off
You
if you
can't
go
tell them
online.
all that though, cause
Huh?
they gotta get the car to get that.
You gotta get the card. So that means when you get your first purchase, you already know what it is. This is your boy Spoil Baby. Me and Tev signing in to sign out to tell y'all stay knowledgeable. Come to the talk to get more answers. You already know what it is.
I mean,